This is my review of The Promised Neverland, Chapter 144, Help Us. Help us! Help us! And, certainly a busy chapter. We start off, it turns out Sonja and Musica were well aware of the fact that people were following them, which makes sense. They're deadly assassins, or he's deadly assassin, and she has a history of being, tracked, so it makes sense that she would have been aware that someone was following them. What's more, they even left their tracks plainly visible so they would know when the attackers were coming after them, which, interesting. I guess with Sonja's moves, they didn't have anything to fear unless it was, nobility themselves coming after them. I actually gotta love her. She took out Hayato in about 2 seconds, while Sonja took out all the atoms in the same second he got behind Jin, which, yeah, this man is terrifying. I've said before, he's almost as strong as nobility, the aristocrats. I'm just more and more curious about what his past was and exactly how it is to attain this level of strength. Is it anything to do with eating the evil-blooded woman, or I honestly don't know. He's certainly something else, though. I mean, Jin, for his credit at least, he didn't back down. He had the balls to keep going forward to say, you know what, I don't care if I die. I am finishing the mission for the sake of the rest of us, for the sake of our entire family. Go on, kill him, even if it kills me. And so all the atoms attack, and you're expecting a fairly, impressive battle here, with someone even saying, if you touch music, I will beat you to a bloody pulp. And then all the atoms just fall to the ground screaming. Yeah, it turns out you can't be a 600-pound, muscle-bound, genetically engineered freak like this without some side effects, which are apparently seizures. It's interesting that Hayato said, why did it happen so soon? It makes me think maybe the atoms are on more of a limited time scale than we originally imagined. I mean, obviously seizures happened before, and they're happening more frequently now. This could be a big issue in the battle Norman's about to fight, where the atoms all end up breaking down early on because they're just so unstable, which would, really screw him over. Gotta love Musica, though. She screams out they have to help the atoms immediately right then and there, and Hayato, he honestly looks like he's about to cry here. I mean, he's just in shock, like, a demon is helping us? What's going on here? Which is fun. He convinces Jin to surrender so they can save all the atoms, which he seems willing to do once he realizes that demons aren't quite as bad as Norman said they were. So then Don and Gilda explain the whole situation to Musica, and at a certain point they realize, oh damn! My big brother tried to kill you! My big brother is about to commit genocide! That's not good! She realizes that Norman's only plan from the very beginning was the complete extermination of all of demonkind, and that really breaks her. I mean, she just starts crying and just begs Musica to help her find a way to save her brother. We then flash back to Ray, who's given a breakdown of the situation. It's been 3 hours since he returned. Don and Gilda went after Musica. Norman and his army went to attack the Imperial capital. And he's talking to Emma, who managed to get back okay, which, alright, why not? Proudly tells everyone that they can escape back to the world. She made the deal, everything's okay, and they all celebrate, they're cheering, they're happy, but oh, probably not for long, because Ray asks her about the reward, and she says, oh, that was okay too, I'll tell you about it later, which no, it's not. If it was okay, she would have told us now. Her not telling us means it is something terribly, horribly, awfully bad, and I'm assuming it's going to cost her her life, or at the very least she's not going to be able to go back, or something. I mean, she seemed utterly shocked when the demon god told her what it was, so yeah, definitely nothing easy for her. But no time to worry about that, because as it turns out, Norman's not just planning to attack the royal capital, he's planning to eradicate every last demon in it. Which, I'm assuming that's something to do with his weird bioweapon he was working on a few chapters back. So he might be able to do it, but yeah, I just don't think so. I mean, obviously he didn't realize that Sonja was a higher class demon of this magnitude, but I think he's seriously underestimated what the true aristocrats with the true nobility are actually capable of. Even if he can poison them and weaken them quite a bit, I don't think he'll be able to take them out. I think Norman is going to lose, especially if the atoms start having seizures here. That would just mean the end for him, honestly. So then we flash back Don and Gilda, and they're going to the royal capital too. They managed to convince Musica to go with them to help them stop the war, and Sonja is a little irked by that, but he says, hey, I guess it'd be interesting to go to the royal capital now, which... Okay, I want more of your backstory, Sonja. I mean, when Archduke Luvis or whatever was dying, we saw a flashback of you and the evil-blooded girl, so there's definitely something in your past that's going to be interesting. It could be that actually makes sense. If I assumed back then that he was like a soldier for Archduke Luvis, but it's also possible he was like his son or another member of the royal family, the aristocrats. I mean, that would explain why his powers are just so beyond what the kids were expecting. That'd definitely be interesting. Big final twist. Well, probably not final, but big twist. Alright, so now we have Don, Gilda, Sonja, Musica, Emma, Ray, Norman, and the entire army on their way to the Imperial capital. Oh boy, next chapter is going to be, I'm assuming busy. Of course, it could just be Norman monologuing the whole time about how this is necessary, how it was all leading up to this point, and then just declaring war. But I think it's more likely it's going to be all three sides just running towards the Imperial capital, trying to get there as fast as they can. As literally every character we've ever met in the entire series all comes together to give us the big finish. But those are my thoughts. Let me know your thought in the comment section down below. What the hell's going to happen with this war? Sure, like, subscribe. Until next time.
Peace.